Hi guys, Mark here, and I just wanted to talk to you about Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. I presume because you're here, you found this video because you've been watching Neil on the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs YouTube channel, perhaps, or you've seen one of his ads pop up, and maybe you wanted a bit of social proof that, apart from Neil blowing his own trumpet, which he often does, that he is what he says he is. He comes across as a genuine guy, typical English bloke. There's no vanity in there whatsoever, and that's kind of how he comes across. And maybe you just want to clarify that is the case. It is what you see is what you get, and that is what you get. As I said, I've been doing it for 2.5 years. And I started off as you are. I was looking on Google and YouTube at like ways to create a passive income. Stumbled across selling on Amazon. Found a few different people selling coaching. The idea then, the seed was already planted, so I knew that's what I wanted to do. But then I decided to go with Neil just because of what I just mentioned. And that, yeah, once I'd actually signed up, I was a bit of a skeptic, and I thought, is it all genuine? Is it all real? But then, because there's the members only Facebook group, when you actually join the group, there's over 2,000 members in the group, and you can chat to any one of them, and you realise then you're not just a number. You're not just a $77 a month income stream. You're also like part of a community. There's 2,000 of you. So, and they're all over the world as well. I mean, it's Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, but there's people from the UK. There's people in countries that are from all around the world. So it's not unique to a specific area either. I mean, it's a common goal. Everyone wants to achieve the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're in Singapore, Canada, Australia, UK, America. The process of setting up and selling on Amazon is exactly the same regardless of where you are. The good thing about the AOE group is the support that you get. So like when you sign up, you get, apart from the members section on Facebook, you get the 8 modules which are through the website, which basically are just video content after video content. Neil has actually gone to tiring on content. He's put so much time and effort into producing all these videos, but what it gives you is a framework. It gives you each module is broken down into stages. Each stage is a little snippet of what you've got to do for that specific moment. As you do each task, you do it as you're listening to it. As you progress through the stages, you realise that from knowing absolutely nothing to getting your product live on Amazon could take 6 months, but the process, the journey from stage 1 to stage 8 is so simple, because it's broken down into modules, and then each module is broken down into stages. So if you basically watch the modules from start to finish, as some people do, they'll watch them all, and then it's kind of in there somewhere, and then they go back to module 1, and then they'll follow the journey and do it as it's been taught. Or I basically just, as the modules progressed, I just implemented each stage as I was doing it. So as I was getting taught about setting up a Seller Central account, I'd be pausing the screen, I'd be doing exactly the same as what's on the screen. But yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it, it's all there for you. The content is just unbelievable. And I started 2.5 years ago, and Neil is always updating as well. So say if something changes in Amazon, the terms of service, what was okay 2.5 years ago might not be okay now, but Neil is always changing the content, so it's relevant. So when you're actually when you're watching the modules, it's all current, it's all applicable, like for the moment that you're doing it. And if anything does change where he hasn't updated it, then it is all of it. Everything will be available on the Facebook pages too. So besides the modules, jump into the Facebook page. You've got all them people that are all there for you. There's 2,000 plus members. Some of them are just like you've just started out. Others have been doing it for years. They're earning tens of thousands of dollars a month, which is true. It's not made up. There's people that are making a lot of money, and then there's people that are just joining up that are just in the early stages. And you might think to yourself, I don't know anything, and you could have been a member for like 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden someone will post a question on the Facebook page and you'll be like, oh my god, I know the answer, I know it. And you'll have like gives you a sense of belief, because you realise that you've actually been learning, and you don't realise you're learning, but because you've invested your time, you've invested your money, you're creating a business. So every single thing that you learn in the modules, you learn through the Facebook page, everything you learn is absorbed, and you don't forget it. So you might not realise it at the time, but then someone asks a question and you can answer it. I've got to the point now where people come to me and ask me questions, and it makes me feel like I'm some kind of guru, and I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. I'm still watching all the weekly Q&A sessions which are on, and you're always learning from them. So, but as time goes on, you realise how much information your brain's absorbing and how good these modules are. I'll just touch back base on the Q&A, which is once a week. It's amazing. I mean, when you're first starting out, especially more so because you get frustrated sometimes because you're learning, but because you're new, you're not really absorbing it as quick as you'd probably like to. So you can put it to Neil in the Q&A chat, and he'll actually physically screen share his screen and go through problems. So he'll go through setting things up. He'll go through sourcing products. He'll find suppliers. He won't find your product for you. That's your job. But he'll give you all the tools and all the information that you need to do it. So as long as you follow everything, you'll succeed. And then if you want to, you've also got email support as well. So if you want to, perhaps you've got something that you want to ask him that you don't want the whole group to know about, which sometimes happens. I've sent him emails a few times. You can email him and he'll reply pretty quick too. And also there's other added benefits as well. Like, some people don't feel confident choosing a product, so there's also like coaching sessions available where you can pay X amount, where you'll have like a coach that'll physically help you decide and choose a product with you, so you know it's viable to sell. You can get on page one. But you know the sales volumes there where you're going to get sales as well. So there's so much content and there's so much help that you can get, and it's all there for you. It's $77 a month. I can't stress how little it is. If you think $77 a month, if you wanted to hire a coach for 1 hour, you'd be well over $200 for an hour. If you wanted to have a one-on-one consultation with Neil, it'd be thousands of dollars an hour. So $77 a month for the modules, for the Facebook page, for the Q&A that you get, any email support that you want. That's 24/7. It's not confined to 1 hour. It's like you can ask anything you want, and there's always someone there for you. So yeah, I can't comment on any other coaching because I've never had any. But from my story, from where I started 2.5 years ago to where I am now, it's phenomenal. I started with one product in the US and Australia, which I launched at the same time. Now I've got 9 products in Australia, 8 products in the US, 8 products in Canada, and 2 products in Singapore. So it's the success follows you. The success that you'll get through just having the training will happen. What I did want to touch base on quickly is a lot of people will talk about get rich quick schemes. Neil doesn't say that. Neil says, which we all agree with, and everything takes time. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If you want that, you're in the wrong place. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This is something that's going to take time to invest money into your products, and then watch them products and your brand develop into something much bigger than you are. And as you start to invest money into your products, and your products get you the sales, which, by the way, when you've done your modules and you launch your product and you get your first sale, trust me, it's like wow. Getting your first sale is the best feeling in the world, because you realise that all those modules that you've done, all that training, and then stuff that's outside of Amazon, that's like through maybe Fiverr or through other platforms where you're getting your graphics done. You're finding graphic designers, you're finding people to do copy for your text. All these things come together. You've done it all yourself. You've got your product live on Amazon, which is an achievement in itself, believe me. You get your first sale, it's like, oh my God, because it's such a good feeling, because you've realised all that hard work that you've done, it's worked. Think about it. If you've created a product, you've created the best possible image, you've created the best possible description. Sorry, I've got itchy nose. The best possible description, and someone's actually bought it. Someone's actually clicked on your product. They've read your description, they've looked at your infographics, without question, they've looked at other people's products, they've bought your product. That just says it all. You have instantly succeeded, and if you can sell it once, you can sell it multiple times, because remember as well, your first product, you may have no reviews, or you may only have 4, 5, 6 reviews. As soon as you've got 10 plus reviews and people have actually leaving positive reviews on your product, the sales just increase and increase and increase. So to sell your product that's hardly got any reviews, that just shows how good you've done. And that's happened to me on all of my products. They start out with no reviews, and then all of a sudden it escalates, and before you know it, you've got like 10 reviews, 20 reviews, and it gets to a point when you first start out, you're checking your reviews, you're like, oh my God, I've got a bad review, or oh my God, I've got 2 more reviews, I'm nearly at 10 reviews, I'm nearly at 11 reviews, 12 reviews. Once you get to 20 reviews, you kind of it's less important, because you want the reviews, because the reviews are amazing, but your sales are going to continue and continue and continue. You don't need to get massive amounts of reviews to sell your product. You get to 10 and you can relax a little bit, because one negative review isn't going to affect the whole thing. So yeah, selling your first product is just social proof in itself. People have bought it, people have had faith in you. What you've done has worked. So if you're thinking, sorry, my nose is itchy. So if you're thinking, is this for me? 100% yeah. The reason it's for you is because you're here. You found this video, so you've been looking for it. You're already thinking of a passive income. You're already thinking of entrepreneurship. You're already thinking of working less in your daytime and putting more time into online ideas, into entrepreneurship, whether it be e-commerce, it could be coaching or whatever, but you're looking at doing Amazon as a passive income. So because you've already researched all of that, you've already got the same kind of mentality that we do. So if you're thinking, is it for you? It definitely is, because you're already here, you're already watching this. So there's no other reason why you'd be here. So just sign up, trust me. $77 a month, as I said, for what you get for your money, it's unbelievable. So tap the link below and sign up with AOE, and I'll see you in the Facebook chat. It's Mark Rogers, so when you sign up, send me a message and we'll chat. And if you happen to live in Western Australia, we'll catch up. Okay, bye.